Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Okay, let's change that dial for a while. Let's tune it in to WIIFM and AM, which is also on, as you can see, in the PM. Welcome, colleagues, to the weekly update with Renee the Biz Street. I, Nene, am here to power it up with you. You may have just heard the jingles from the big women on campus of ABWA on the WIIB network from our powerful announcers, Jack A, More Than, and the Pack. Now, let's get down to the tunes of ABWA. And now, with the countdown, here's Johnny. Oops, wrong channel. Back to WIIFM. That's what's in it for me, for all you youngins out there in radio land. Now, don't touch that dial. Coming soon, right here on station 1949. That's AM, FM, PM, and I'm serious. Get it? Serious satellite radio, serious. Anyway, it's going to be WIIFY, or is it WIIFU? Whichever it is, we're changing our format. Now, don't get your panties in a wad. Change is good, right? Right? Besides, everybody knows what's good for me is good for you. And on WIIFU, it's all good. Our first guests on WIIFU singing their new tune as a follow-up to their latest flick, ABWA, The Place to Be, which, by the way, beat out The Invisible Man at the box office last week, are Hillary Ruth and the Agents of Change singing We Got the Passion for the Mission Possible. Wow, what a powerful message. That sounded like a mission statement. Oh, wait, it is a mission statement. Let's look at this mission statement. If you dissect the mission statement, oops, I'm trying to get this right. If you dissect the mission statement to the American Business Women's Association, you will begin to truly identify how many times we find the true power of ABWA. Within these powerful words, translated, this we pray, into our mission and ABWA National in Kansas City. Our mission statement is like our own Star-Spangled Banner. It's our anthem or pledge of allegiance to the flag of American Business Women's Association. The power of ABWA comes through us as members, through these women we are about to honor as our Chapter Women of the Year and Top 10 Business Women nominees. The signal is loud and clear as we listen to the waves. It takes women like you and me to make leadership count. Whether you lead from a podium or a chair on Zoom or lead from behind the scenes, we all have the American Business Women's leadership gene just waiting to take hold. We're here today to sing loud and sing along as we recognize those here on the air. Hello, leadership. How's it going, education? Oops. How you doing, networking support? Is national recognition in the house? Speaking of education, I wouldn't be the Nene if I didn't plug our stuff. Here's a little arithmetic. You've still got time to attend the virtual conference in Durham. And then there's the National Women's Leadership Conference. Now, let me hear you. Where? That's right, Westminster, Colorado. Be there or be high. Square, Rocky Mountain High. You've taken the first step by being here today. You stepped outside your league to attend this outside event. Do that when you can. As I've shared many times, I relate that to The Wizard of Oz. Your league is the beginning of the movie, which is in black and white. But as you step out of the local league after a whirlwind trip, your life becomes a vision in color. Speaking of color, here's our color commentator, not a spectator, not an agitator, and let me assure you, her title may be commentator, but she is no commentator. Give a big warm welcome to I've Gotta Go, who's going to talk about Westminster. She's going to give her sister, You've Gotta Go Too, who was named after her mother, You've Just Gotta Go, to help her talk about the personal jingles that are tearing up the airwaves today. Oh, let's take a quick break and have a word from our sponsor. Ponder on this special announcement and ask yourself, what will I do about this? Do you attend monthly meetings, council meetings when possible? Is this your first one? Do you send your members to regional and national conferences? Do you poop out at fundraisers? Have you lost the power of ABWA? Then you need a tune-up of extreme proportions. You need an extreme makeover. You may say to yourself, self, you need to get on over to Durham next spring. You better get there or you'll be extremely disappointed and may be too late. In fact, you will be too late if you wait until next May. Speaking of changing women's lives, let me share some personal thoughts about ABWA right here on WIIFU and me on our final segment of the show today, Tea with Robin. Thank you, Nene. I always say it's best to end a great show with a spot of tea. Won't you join me? I invite you to drink in all of the tea I share with you on the show today. In 1949, ABWA was in its puberty. One man and a handful of women took the liberty of building this dynasty. However, it was just a formality to turn some empty lives into possibilities through the diversity of ABWA. In the beginning, I imagine there was some anxiety, insanity, and plenty of difficulty in establishing your identity. But through a group of women's ability, credibility, loyalty, and great mentality, they were able to see a necessity in this community to find a facility to begin an association of longevity and sustainability. It would be a pity if I hadn't been invited to this quality yet juicy festivity to share in your successes and friendships. You see, it doesn't matter about the degree of familiarity of sister ABWA members across the country. Yet because of our charity and curiosity, we continue to form new friendships to add to our old ones. Through the years, you have proven your reliability, manageability, and hospitality toward mentoring your members and helping to nurture strong leaders. Now, if you don't let these skills get dusty, it will be an impossibility that you don't make it to the next anniversary at 80. Right, Nene? Take it from here and join my team. Oh, Lordy, hold on a second. Oh, ooh. All right, I think I'm back. I commend the Women of the Year and top 10 nominees and declare you in advance each Miss Congeniality. During your year in the spotlight, will you step up and strive to be more in your league, in the council, in the association? If so, we have ambassadors standing by to assist you in your leadership journey. Remember, ABWA is a safe environment to learn and grow. These leaders see the potential in local members through their interactions and willingness to lead, whether it be on committees, committee chairs, or league leadership. But you have to decide. It's up to you, each of you. I am Nay Street, but it's a two-way street. I thank you for your nicety in inviting me here today without a guarantee that we would be anything but witty. May your council continue to thrive in prosperity, creativity, and tranquility. To quote an unknown author, make new friends, but keep the old ones. One is silver, the other is gold. As we wind up the final moments on the show, I'd like to invite you all to participate in a virtual activity since we are literally social distancing. Now, please wait for your instructions. Think about this in your mind. We are virtually standing, by the way. You take your shoes off, assuming you're wearing any tonight. You take a step to the left. You put your feet in the virtual shoes of that virtual person on your left. Although we assume those shoes just might be a little damp. You shove your feet in them as if they're your best friend. You give a helping hand if your neighbor needs a lend. Do they feel as comfortable as your shoes? No. But sometimes you have to step outside your comfort zone to grow. That's what it's all about. Hey, if you know what your comfort level is, I invite you to try to see others. You could have been uncomfortable just now if we had done that exercise in person, but that is how the non-believers and newcomers are with ABWA. Just as these shoes are different sizes and dampness levels, tightness, so is the potential for our association. Power to the members. Get the power, use the power, plug into the association. Power up to rise to the challenge. Training starts now. You may have started slow, but you train to get stronger, faster, and smarter. Your workout buddies are waiting. Peace out. Renee is out. Same ABWA time, same ABWA channel. I'm leaving it all up to you. Good night.